Activance and the hair cycle. We're born with 110,000 scalped hair follicles and no more formed after that, so we must nurture the ones we have. Each hair follicle is activated and silenced in an inborn non-sequential rhythm, cyclically and independently. During each follicle's lifespan, it goes through multiple rounds of growth, degeneration and resting. The resting phase comprises 3 stages: transformation, hair shedding and dormancy. Typically, a 30-year-old with good hair cover will have most of their hair in the long growth phase. This growth phase lasts around 5 to 6 years, while the remaining 10% of hairs are in the short resting phase, lasting 5 to 7 months and 2% in degeneration. However, for a normal 60-year-old or a 30-year-old suffering from hair loss, much less of their hair will be in a growth phase, which has now also shortened to last only 2 to 3 years. While the number of hairs in a prolonged resting phase increased to 40%, lasting 2 to 4 years instead of months, the degeneration phase remains roughly the same at 2%. More hair in the longer growth phase with a corresponding shorter resting phase yields denser, thicker pigmented hair. Conversely, the more hair in the shorter growth phase, the more pronounced hair thinning and hair loss will be. The solution? Activance hair nutrient sprays will positively impact all the hair cycle phases. Regular use decelerates hair fall, loss and aging while reviving or regenerating follicles to promote or maintain dense, thick, strong growth. Here's how. Activance energizes follicles to keep more of them in the growth phase, so less are in the resting phase, while maintaining and/or prolonging the length of their growth period and delaying the onset of degeneration. Activance energizes resting follicles to sustain the dying hairs a little longer so they are not rushed to be pushed out. This reduces hair fall. Activance shortens the prolonged resting phase by energizing the resting follicles to speed up the completion of the transformation required for early restarting of a new growth cycle. They do this while concurrently acting as a single molecule to reawaken the dormant follicles to start the next growth cycle sooner. Hair and scalp health for everyone. Activance.com.au